station. Illuminate a little with imagination. Now who the hell telling me to leave the basement? It's over, fix it. It's been too long, there's a new replacement. Y'all motherfuckers need to learn some patience. 9 to 5s ain't alive, that's a slave. Money come quick, even quicker when it go. Money come quick, something burnt in your soul. No, you can't fit it out, cause you ain't in control. If your money ain't a funny how it goes. Money come quick, even quicker when it go. Money come quick, something burnt in your soul. No, you can't fit it out, cause you ain't in control.
Hey, what's up GP fans? Gary from GP Performance and Tuning, and today is the day we finally say goodbye to the 2022 Suzuki Hayabusa. Now this bike came in, it was a pretty much stock bike, just a little exhaust and a little bit of a filter, and that was pretty much it. And it had a mail-in flash tune at the moment. So it came in, and the customer, which is Eric Wolfman, here he is, there's Eric. He brought me the bike saying, hey, this is something that I want to be done right. So go ahead and just take the Busa and let's go ahead and turbocharge it. So sure enough, I said, let's do it. And here is the end product, okay? So again, this is a 2022 Suzuki Hayabusa. As you guys can see down here is the turbo. So the whole idea of this bike was to kind of make a complete sleeper out of it. So unless you're in the know, you could just look at this bike. This bike could be at an event, at a show or whatever, and nobody would know that it's running a turbocharger in it. So it's definitely something that we kind of pride ourselves into, making sure that this was a complete and utter sleeper. And sure enough, it came out exactly like that, and we're very, very happy with the way the bike came out. I was able to go ahead and talk him into getting a swing arm. So we were able to go ahead and reach out to our people over at Evil Swing Arms, and sure enough, they delivered quickly for us, and there it is, the Evil Swing Arm. We went with like a kind of a light setup, so it doesn't have a chain guard or anything like that at the moment, but it is very well set up. And then we also run an EK 3D chain on it, a 530 chain, which definitely complements the rest of the bike for sure. Then we also installed Sato rear sets. So we installed some new fresh black Sato rear sets. And then the turbochargers kit, because we bought it as a kit, that came from our good friend Scott Davis from Davis High Performance. And sure enough, this bike, like that whole kit, was super simple to install. He sends over here, me, camera person. So sure enough, he sent us everything we needed to go ahead and install the bike. So the turbocharger, the header, the intercooler piping, the intercooler hose for the coolant, and all types of stuff. So the fuel system, I mean, everything. It was a complete, pretty much plug and play kits, so we're definitely happy with that. And then we also installed a standalone ECU from Busa by Smith, Greg Smith. That system in itself is a complete game changer. I mean, that thing was just plug and play. You get into the ECU, you do your changes, you apply what you want to apply, and it's done. Now, it's not for a beginner, so like, you know, if you're at home and you think you could kind of take that on, it's the plug and play is easy, but the tuning part of it's not. It's a little bit of a learning curve that you have to know to kind of get into it and be able to work it very well. But you know, we were able to get it going, and obviously the bike is done, and she looks freaking amazing. What else? Oh, we also changed this to carbon fiber, so it also has now a carbon fiber tank cover. Am I missing anything, Eric?
No, I think you pretty much got it all.
Yeah. So now this isn't the end of this bike. Me and him, we got some more things lined up, you know, that we're gonna be doing, kind of in stages. You know what I mean, in steps. So, kind of like this was like the stage one. Get the turbocharger on, get the ECU going, get the bike back together, get it running, and then you know, today I kind of took it out. The weather was a lot better earlier. The weather's crap now, but we you know, I took the bike on a run and we tested it. I think 2 days in a like 2 days. Well, I tested the bike 3 times. We had some few issues the first time we took it out, which is gonna happen. I mean, you know, you can't. You know, as much as you try to make sure that there's no issues, you're gonna run into a couple of things, but nothing was serious. It was just a little leak here and there, and that's it. We fixed that, and then we took it out the second time, and then you was with me for that, and we took it out the second time, and we noticed that there was a little bit more tuning that had to be done down low, in the lower RPMs, and a couple of little small things. And then we finally got that out. I took it out today, and there was no issues. The bike performed flawlessly, and very, very happy with the way that the bike came out. So yeah, again, this is all different stages. So that was stage 1. Stage 2, should we tell them?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
So stage 2, we're gonna do some Rotobox wheels. We're gonna get those from Moto D Racing. Shout out to those guys. We're gonna order them. We're thinking about going with the bullets as of right now. Which are like, I think they're like 4 pounds in the front and 9 pounds in the rear for the wheel itself. So it's gonna be definitely light, and I think we might be doing ceramic bearings. We'll see when we cross that. And then more carbon fiber.
Yep.
We're gonna definitely be doing more carbon fiber. We're going back and forth with like where we wanna do carbon fiber, but we have to see what's still available for it. So that might take a while, but it's definitely gonna get more carbon fiber and all that. Now, Eric is not a stranger to boosted bikes, all right? He does have a 2020 Gen 2 Hayabusa also with the turbocharger. That one was built by Dennis Clanton. Shout out to Dennis. The bike did 550, 600, give or take.
Something like that.
So it's a monster. That bike's a complete and utter monster. Now, when we did this build, we didn't want to do any type of engine work, at least not yet. Maybe in the future, if he decides to, we'll do the engine work. But as of right now, we didn't want to do engine work, okay? So with that being said, we knew that we had a cap of 300 horses on this stock engine. The bike on pump did do 300, but that was very, very close to where we wanted it to be on pump. So we ended up pulling out some timings, pulling out some boost, and now the bike sits very comfortably at 250 to the wheel, which is more than enough for the street, for what we aimed for on this bike. Now, this system is also set up for E85. We have a flex fuel sensor in it, but we'll take care of that later on the line in the next stage or whatever. We'll do the E85 tuning and get the bike set up on E85. So we're not going to be worried about that yet. We'll worry about that later on. But other than that, the bike did phenomenal. I mean, I took it out today, and first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, I mean, the bike just continuously pulls. It's probably the fastest Gen 3 Busa here in Cleveland that I know of. I mean, I could be wrong. There could be other, Eves 650 Eve has a built motor Busa.
Yeah, a little different.
So I think that Eves will probably be very, very close to this Gen 3 white. I'm talking about just Gen 3. I'm not talking about Gen 2 or anything. Gen 3. I think Eve's Busa will probably be neck to neck with this Busa because, again, Eve does have a built motor in his, but this has a turbocharger. So we're going to be neck to neck with it. I don't think we're going to be racing him. I don't think so. I don't know.
Well,
maybe.
I'm not going to be. Maybe you might. I know I'm not.
I don't see us racing Eve anytime soon unless he pokes the bear, which he probably will now. If he pokes the bear, then we'll do it. But as of right now, there's no intentions of racing Eve. We just wanted to build a very, very fast and a very, very reliable Busa here at the shop. And I can't be any more happy with the way the whole build kind of went down, and everything was just flawless and just easy for the most part. There was a couple things that kind of, worked, like had to make me work, but it was nothing crazy. It was nothing major, you know what I mean? So other than that, the bike came out great, I think. And I think that you're gonna definitely enjoy it. Now, you're not much of a racer, not yet. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get into become a racer, but you're not much of a racer, but I think that this bike you're gonna really enjoy because it's just so nice to ride, It's just, you get on it and you just cruise and it's smooth, you know what I mean? The way that we set up the tune, the boost comes on nice and smooth, and it doesn't go crazy like over boosting or anything like that. And then the cruisability, which I really pride myself a lot on, really came out really, really well. So I think, like I said, I think you're gonna be completely happy with the way the bike came out.
Absolutely thrilled at the way this came out. You promised and you delivered on. We talked about time. How long it would take to build, and you were right on point.
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier with the communication and everything that went down with this. So more to come, but
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is it's a good time.
Yeah,
so
definitely
I
more to
appreciate
come.
Everything.
Thank you.
Very, very.
And
very
like I said, this bike was from the get-go it wasn't supposed to be like a high horsepower, crazy fire breathing monster, even though I think it kind of is. I mean, at 250 horsepower right now on pump, thing's a freaking monster. But we're not trying to aim for that kind of crazy numbers yet. Eventually one day we will, and all that cool stuff. But right now, I think the way the bike came out is definitely something very, very nice. But that's pretty much it, guys.
To be continued.
To be continued, for sure. It's to be continued. We got a lot more planned for this, and it's not really like performance-wise at this point. It's gonna be more of the aesthetic, the looks of it. I want this bike to be a showstopper when people look at it. They go, wow, this bike is really, really well put together. And I mean, I know that you like to have your things look nice for sure.
I love it.
So there's definitely gonna be more carbon fiber, and there's gonna be more, little things here and there to kind of set the bike off right now. But I think at the moment, it's gorgeous. So, and I also told you that I wanted to build a reliable turbo Busa, and I think you truly have a 100% reliable turbo Busa. You're not going to have any leaks. You're not going to have any issues with the tuning. You're not going to have any issues with the turbocharger. We shouldn't have any of those issues because when we built this bike, we went over everything 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, he wanted this bike like a month ago, and I just wouldn't let it go. I was like, no, the bike's not ready. Until the bike is 100% ready, where I could say that I'm happy with the way the bike came out, you're not gonna get it. And I held you to that, and you were like, is it ready? Is it ready? But I was like, no, the bike's not ready until I think it's ready. And I could truly say at this moment, the bike is ready to go ahead and be passed off to you.
Beautiful.
So again, thank you for your business. I know this isn't the first bike we built for you.
Nope.
I think this is the 4th or 5th.
It's up there somewhere.
We got the Triple R, we got the ZH2, we got the H2, and then now this one. So I think it's 4 that we have running with you right now that we've done work for you. And you still have the Triple R, which is your baby, which is my baby. That's one of my favorite bikes. The ZH2 and the H2 you got rid of.
Yeah. But we just bought a BMW as well. But there's not much to do on that one.
Not much to do on the BMW.
I think we're going to focus on this, and we may do some more stuff on the Triple R.
Yeah.
We were
talking about doing some carbon stuff on the Triple R. So
that'll be the focus this year.
Yeah. So definitely the aesthetics part is where we're going to really try to hit up on these bikes, because it's one thing to be beautiful, to be fast. It's another thing to be beautiful, but when you can put fast and beautiful together, it just comes out flawlessly. So, but yeah, thanks, Eric.
Beautiful.
I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
You go out, get on it, and enjoy it. Don't break it. He
I'll
won't.
try not
At
to.
250, you should have no issues with this bike. It should run forever.
Yeah,
so.
I'm going to take it out for a little bit tonight, but I'm going to go right home and
Yeah.
just stare at it.
Yeah, the weather's starting to turn. It's starting to get cold
Yeah,
now, guys.
so-
But sure enough. So, anyways, guys, if you guys have a Hayabusa, first gen, second gen, third gen, we are here to help you out. If you don't have to turbocharge or anything, but if you need a tune, if any bike really, if you need a tune, if you need performance parts installed, if you need advice or anything, just go ahead. Feel free to reach out to us. My name is Gary. I'm the owner and operator of the shop. As of right now, hopefully we'll get more help later on down the line. And I did have help from a couple other friends with this bike, so I will get a shout out to them. Lewis, thank you. Christian, thank you. You guys helped me out a lot with these bikes, and they're really, really close friends, and I really appreciate their help. But again, if you guys have any questions, you guys need your bike tuned, you guys need anything done to your bikes, go ahead, feel free to reach out to me. My number is 216-301-8138. Or you can reach me on Facebook, Instagram. Don't really hit me on Instagram because I don't always get the messages on Instagram, but you can hit me up on Facebook, or just go ahead and call me, man, and we'll talk and we'll figure out what you guys need. So that's all I have, and I appreciate you guys watching. All right, peace out.
Start it up.
All right, Eric, go ahead and start her up, baby. There you go.
Beautiful.
All right, you go enjoy her.
Oh, yeah. That's nothing better. Yeah.
All right, we'll take it easy.
Go that way.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll take it easy, man. And there you guys have it. One more happy customer, and he's gonna enjoy that bike forever. So
I say hello, 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 hello. You can't do what I do, that's just something you don't. I make this look easy from the way that I told. On dimension, I be turning suckers to ghosts. I be like Rock the Great One, I lay a smack down when I'm on the station. I never back down, I'm an inspiration.